What's going on, guys? Johan here, and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the best possible PC for $500, $800, and $1,000. So let's not waste any more time and jump right into the video. So at the $500 mark, we have the Ryzen 3600 CPU. I chose this CPU because of its high price to performance value with its 6 cores and included cooler. It comes in on par with the 5600, but it's cheaper. And I will also be using its included stock cooler because we need to save as much money for our GPU, and it's not even that hard to cool the CPU. As for the motherboard, we have the MSI B450M-A. At the low price of $69, you can't ask for much. It's as dirt cheap as it comes, with 2 RAM slots and 1 M.2 slot, and 4 USB 3.0 and 2 USB 2.0s in the back I/O. As for the RAM, I went with the Silicon Power Gaming 16GB. It's 2.6 and it comes at 16GB, clocked in at 3200 MHz. For the SSD, I did not realize SSD's prices were so low, and that I was able to pick up a 512GB SSD for only $36. Like, can you believe how much that is? It's dirt cheap, just like the motherboard. For the GPU, I saved as much money so I can get a decent GPU that can run most AAA games at 120 FPS or higher. I went with the ASRock RX 6600, which is the best option by far, and it's great. It's a great GPU for 1080p high settings, and I swear, if I see any comments saying I can it play Roblox, I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. I'm so over triggered. For the case, I found a killer deal that everybody is sleeping on for some reason. It's the Monitech X3 Mesh. It's a micro ATX case with 4 included RGB fans. I mean, for $60, why would you pass on this? It also has USB 3.0 header in the front I/O. Finally, for the boring part, the PSU. I picked up the Legend of Budget PSUs. It's the 500-watt, 80+ certified PSU. It's the Thermaltake Smart 500-watt power supply. Coming in at $40, it's the only option that won't blow up your house. And now let's move on to the $800 PC. For $800, these are the best components you could buy, in my opinion. If you were looking for the greatest gaming and productivity CPU, you can rely on this CPU, the 7600. It is the best of both worlds for gaming and productivity, and it has a lot of future proof if you are interested in that. I will also be using the integrated cooler, but if you did not want to use that, you wanted a better choice, like you want to add one from your money if you want to splurge out a bit, the Thermalright Phantom Spirit is the best one. It comes with 2 RGB fans, and it's excessive for your CPU, but it's not that expensive anyway, and you can use it later on if you decide to upgrade your CPU. For the motherboard wise, the MSI Pro A620M is the best budget AM5 motherboard. It also has 4 USB 2.0 headers, 4 USB 2.0 in the back panel, and 2 USB 2.0s, and an Ethernet port. RAM wise, I chose the Kingston Fury Beast. For the SSD, I also chose Kingston, just like I said. The Kingston NV2 1TB M.2 SSD is the best. for $60, the best price to performance SSD. As for the GPU, I found that the 4060 and the 7650K are the best for this PC. They're similar in price, and they both work good in this PC. But I would prefer to get the Nvidia but that's just my personal preference. If you would rather get the more performance, you should get the 6750 XT. But if you're like me, just get the 4060. In my opinion, it looks better and it's more reliable. I again found a killer deal for the case. The Sama ARGB Q-5 is the best case I found. For under $60, it comes with 3 fans, which are RGB, and a 3.0 USB header in the front panel. Like, this is the best. More people like Zack's Tech Turf, and you should really integrate this case because it really looks good and it's really cheap. Finally, for the PSU, the APEVA Galaxy 650 watt power supply is 80 plus gold certified, and it's semi-modular. In my opinion, semi-modular is the best kind of PSUs because it already has the cables you're gonna need in any PC, and if you need any more cables, it already has it with them. So that's why in my opinion it's the best. Now let's move on to the 1K PC. Starting off, our 1K PC is the Ryzen 7600 CPU, which has great future proof and 6 cores, which will run any game, and if you want to do a bit of streaming on the side, you can handle it just as good. The CPU cooler, it is not necessary, but you could use the same one I recommended in the $800 PC, and obviously you're gonna find it in the description below. This Gigabyte B650M is the pinnacle of the best budget board. It has one USB-C and USB 3.2 that's considered advanced, and a 2 GHz Ethernet, and 2 USB 2.0 ports, and 2 USB 3.0 ports in the back, which is considered great I/O. And for the RAM, this G.Skill Trident Z5 RGB RAM is 2 sticks. Each stick is 16 gigabytes at DDR5 clocked in at 6000 megahertz CL36. You can get it for cheaper if you look for used, but I don't recommend getting used. And if you don't like RGB, you can find ones for way cheaper. For the SSD, best budget price to performance SSD, because it's 1 terabyte, it has great read and write speeds, it's Gen 4, and it's only $70. That's why I think it's the best. As for the GPU, you really can't go wrong with it. It's 3 fans, it's the XFX Speedster Quick, it's the RX 7700 XT. It's the new gen. You have all the new features, and it's gonna fill up the case that we chose up, so it looks aesthetically pleasing. And for the case, I chose the Deepcool CC560. It is an ATX case, mid tower, so it can fit everything that we have. The motherboard, it can fit the GPU, it can fit the PSU, and everything. And also it has a PSU basement, and a hard drive bay. It also comes with four RGB fans, which is honestly great, and the I/O on it is also very great, and it comes from a reliable company, Deepcool, so I don't know why you don't want it. it's only $60. For the PSU, you don't need that much, but I also wanted this $1,000 PC to be future proofed. So the EVGA 700 GD watt is honestly the best. It's gold certified, 80 plus, and it has all the cables you're gonna need. So, and don't worry, I checked all the compatibility, and then PC Part Picker double checked on everything I did. So all the PCs that I recommended are great, and if this video reaches 100,000 likes, I'm gonna buy all 3 of these and I'm gonna give them out. If this video reaches 100,000 likes, I'm gonna buy all these PCs and give them out to you guys. And finally, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please like, share and subscribe, and I'm gonna hope and see you in the next video. Bye.